Welcome to Sports Savvy TV. Do me a favor, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Now let's jump straight into this video. The Celtics versus the Mavs was one of them games where the world was watching. You know, when you watch the Lakers versus the Golden State game, you're like, the Lakers destroyed the Warriors because Jimmy Butler wasn't there yet. So folks looked at this game here and was like, the same thing can go down. The Celtics are at full strength. The Mavs still waiting to get AD. So the Mavs short-handed, they might get blown up. Boy, were we wrong. Because when you looked at both teams made one move at the NBA trade deadline. The Celtics signed Torrey Craig. They let Jaden Springer go. And the Mavs traded Quentin Grimes. A surprising move. I didn't expect that. Quentin Grimes is leading the NBA at 40% shooting the three. And he's a good defender. I didn't see that move going down. But he got traded to the 76ers for Caleb Martin. We're going to see how that move play out. I didn't like that move one bit. Man, this was a good game, folks. When you look at the Celtics haven't really been consistent this year. Yeah, they defending champs, but there's a lot of games where you look at them and be like, this is not the same team that we seen win a championship. They inconsistent, and at times it look like they're going through the motion. Just look at their faces. Look at Jason Tatum. He looked like he done seen a ghost. Jaylen Brown, he hiding back there. Look at Luke Cornett, hands on his hips. He shocked. Derrick Brown, he beside himself. And look at Porzingis. Porzingis thinking like, man, I wish I would have stayed with the Mavericks. It looked like it's fun over there. They faces tell it all. They say a picture's worth 1,000 words, right? Man, this was a good game, though. When you look at the Celtics, Porzingis had like 17 points. And guess what? Anytime you could hold a top 10 player under 20 points, you done did your job. Jason Tatum only had 17 points. The Dallas Mavericks was locking in defensively. Now, Jaylen Brown did his thing with 25 points, 5 and 2. You know, but I always said, when you look at this Celtics roster, if you could hold Derrick White the 15 points or less, you could beat the Celtics because he's their X factor. Derrick White only had 13 points. When you look at the Celtics, they played the Cavs the other day. They would have lost that game if it wasn't for Derrick White exploding for like 14 points in the fourth. You know what I'm saying? When you shut him down, you can beat him. Peyton Pritchard, he nice. He had a good game. 21 points, 6 assists, 6 rebounds. And Luke Cornett had a good game. 7 points, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. But they got destroyed, folks. They committed 14 turnovers. That lets you know the Dallas Mavericks was defending. I always looked at the Celtics as a finesse team. They small in the paint. You know what I'm saying? You could easily take advantage of Porzingis because he lacks physicality. He doesn't like it at all. You know what I'm saying? And when you look at the Mavericks, they're a physical team. They got 2 big men they're going to send at you right now. And when AD come in there, they're going to send a third one. AD probably the second best defensive player. Big man in the game behind Wembanyama. So when they play them, it's going to be a war in that paint, and the Mavs going to beat them every time. Now, don't get me wrong. The Celtics had 30 assists to the Mavs 32. Both teams played as a team, but this is where the game was lost for the Boston Celtics. They only shot 43% from 3. Only 43%. It ain't enough. It's not enough. You know what I'm saying? Because the Celtics are one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. They need to get that to about 45%. You know what I'm saying? They shot 80% from the free throw line. They had 40 rebounds to the Mavs 35. They were doing their thing in the paint, but they were getting dominated, man. They shot 52% from the field to the Mavs 56%. And the Mavs shot 45% from three. See, if the Celtics would have shot that 45% from three, they would have won. This night was all about the Dallas Mavericks. They was like, you know what? Folks are looking at Luka Doncic like they lost something. We ain't lose nothing. Anthony Davis one of the best players in the game. And we a good team with Anthony Davis or without Anthony Davis. And they showed it. Captain Klay, he had 25. You know, once Klay Thompson hit, you were in trouble, folks. They like to say he washed up. He just going through the motion. Let Klay Thompson get his groove, folks. Y'all gonna see. You know what I'm saying? They say Ray Allen was washed up too. He went to Miami and did what? Yeah. Stop believing that nonsense folks be talking about. Most of these guys that talk basketball don't know what they be talking about, folks. You got Daniel Gafford. He gonna thrive alongside Anthony Davis. 15 rebounds, 5 assists to go with 8 points. That's all you need from your big man. The leader of the team, Kyrie Irving, 19 points, 4 assists and 5 rebounds. Solid. You got Spencer Dinwiddie. Y'all forget about him, huh? 6'6" point guard, can play the 1, the 2, or the 3. 22 points. He simply outplayed Derek White. Like I say, when you can hold Derek White to under 15, you could beat them. A lot of folks forget about this guy. They don't even know he's still in the league. Dante Exum. This boy was a first-round pick with the Utah Jazz. Things didn't work out with the Jazz, but he done found himself a home. He balled out last year, and he's doing even better this year. 15 points to go with, I think, 5 rebounds. He nice. 6'7" player that can play the 1, the 2, or the 3. Yeah, and he defend. That's most important, you know. He locks up. And I can tell you one thing. The Los Angeles Lakers, they going to regret trading Max Christie. That boy good. He's really good. He's a good defender. Can knock down that 3. And he's tough. He tough, folks. 15 points. 6 rebounds to go with 4 assists. Every time I watch him now, he don't look like he in his like second year or whatever. He look like a vet. He be balling, man. Every time he let that 3 ball off, you know it's going down. You can tell he worked on his game. You feel me? And the Swiss Army knife, Najee Marshall. He's supposed to be a guy that gonna just come in and give you like 10 points, maybe 5 rebounds. Nope, not in this game. He gave you 20 big points. And he was major for them. You know what I'm saying? The Mavs only had like 34 points in the paint, but it didn't matter because they was locking up defensively. Can you imagine when Anthony Davis make his debut on Saturday? Poor the Dallas Mavericks about to take over in the Western Conference. They just got to stay healthy. And you know what's crazy? Derek Lively didn't even play. And they still got Oliver Max Prosper. He got some minutes, but I don't think he really contribute to the team. That's another young player who you need to keep an eye out because he nice too. I'm telling you, y'all better watch out for these Mavericks, man. The Celtics should be ashamed of themselves, though. They too inconsistent. And by them being inconsistent, I could see the Cavs or maybe the New York Knicks giving them a run for their money in the Eastern Conference. I could see the Cavs beating them, especially after then they got DeAndre Hunter. You feel me? Jason Kidd is one of the best coaches in the NBA, man. He be coaching them up. No one expected the Mavs to win this game. A lot of folks didn't think it would be close because when you look at the Celtics, Porzingis been balling for the Celtics. He been one of their bright spots. They wasn't worrying about none of that. They held him down to 20. Gafford did his thing. And when you could do that, you can win. Defense still win championship, folks. I know you done heard it before, but it's still true. The Mavericks had 9 blocks. 9, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry about that. They had 4 blocks. They had 9 steals. They were active out there. Y'all let me know in the comment section. What did you think of this game? And can the Dallas Mavericks go win it all with Anthony Davis?